The last setting that we are going to set is mesh size. Number of mesh elements and size of them is very important for the simulation accuracy and needed time to be analyzed. So it is a trade-off between faster simulation and more accurate results. As a rule of thumb, you have to divide each magnetic element into at least 3 or 4 different layers. For creating default mesh, you just need to right-click on Mesh and click on Create Mesh. In this way, the default mesh will be applied to all parts of the geometry. In the mesh parameters, you can select the size of mesh elements or number of layers. You can increase the number of layers or decrease the size of each element to have more precise mesh. But if you want to mesh some parts specifically to have a better mesh and use the default mesh for other parts, you just need to click on Mesh and come here in Mesh Control. In the Mesh Control, you can select entities like, for example, a stator core and faces like magnets faces to be meshed with more precise or smaller values. For example, here I will choose force element size as 3 mm for the stator core and magnet faces. In this way, if I click on OK, you will see we have a mesh control that mesh these parts and the rest will be meshed by default values. First, let's check the default values by deleting the mesh control that I created and just create a default mesh on all parts with 9 mm mesh size. Click on OK and we will see the default mesh size of this solution. After creating mesh, it will show the mesh elements inside the visible objects and you can choose whether if you want to continue with this mesh size or you want to change the default values or even mesh specific parts in a smaller mesh. In the first simulation, I will go with the same default mesh, and when we got initial correct results, we will mesh the stator and magnets with a smaller mesh to have more precise results. If you want to continue the simulation with this mesh, you just need to right-click on the transient simulation name and click on Run. It will start analyzing the simulation in different time steps and you will be able to see the results after simulation is finished. We will check the results in the next video when the analysis is finished and we will talk about different kind of results that we can extract from the transient simulation.